horror fans. Once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G, and yes, it's time to do my review of the latest movie in the Predator series, The Predator. Okay. Now, The Predator is a 2018 American science fiction action film. It was directed by Shane Black. It was written by Black and Fred Decker. This is the fourth installment in the Predator film series. Six, if you're counting the Alien vs. Predator movies. Now, we all know Shane Black had a supporting role in the original film, and John Davis returns to produce from the first three installments. This film stars Boyd Holbrook, Jacob Tremblay, and Olivia Munn. So like I said, this is the fourth installment of the Predator series. It does not include or does not count or not putting in what happened in Alien vs. Predator or Alien vs. Predator Rec Room. Just talks about Predator, Predator 2, and Predators. So let's go on ahead and let's review The Predator. Now, when the film opens, we see these two ships fighting each other. One ship actually does, I guess you could call a wormhole jump. It crash lands to Earth, and it looks like the Predator escapes out of the escape pad. We also see Jake I think McKenna. Yeah, that's his name, Jake McKenna. He's out in some field doing some stuff, and they encounter the Predator. He steals his mask. He mails it to a post office box, and unfortunately, he's intercepted by his son because he didn't pay the post office bill. It is before long before we find out that the Predator was captured by this secret organization. That's where Olivia Munn comes into the character. But it soon find out that his son also is some type of autistic child, or he suffers from some type of autism. And he's great at reading languages. It doesn't take him long before he actually figures out how to manipulate the Predator's face mask and this little capsule that he has on his, I guess, his left arm. And that summons another Predator into the field. And oh boy, it's kind of a mess. Basically, when McKenna gets back into the real world, he's obviously, they talk about him, they ask him what he was doing there, but he knows that they're there because he saw an alien. He's put on this bus with a bunch of other crazy, I guess, mercenaries or soldiers. It is before long before the Predator escapes, and these guys decide to band together and take down the Predator, or actually find out two Predators. And that's basically what the premise of the movie is about. Now, I guess they were taking cues from the first movie. I guess is the reason why we have some similar setup here. We have this ragtag bunch of mercenaries, or soldiers, as we have in the first film. But unlike the soldiers from Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers, we have a bunch of real ragtag crazies. They're suffering from PST and other type of mental illnesses. Most of them are all going to the brick. There's one guy named, I think his name is Nebraska. I think he said he shot his CO. So these are not the type of heroes that we had in the first movie. And that actually could wind up being a problem. I'll explain later. Now, we're led to believe that these ragtag bunch of soldiers can kick ass with the best of them, but unfortunately Shane Black's script doesn't seem to get that same camaraderie that we had in the first movie. His movie is filled with a bunch of bad jokes, and I guess they were trying to make them sound funny. There's a bunch of crazy jokes that they say in the beginning. I say in the beginning of, in between the middle of the second and third act, when they put McKenna on the bus with these guys. They make a bunch of real rude jokes. There's this one guy who suffers from Tourette's, and they all make a joke about it. There's really nothing funny about having Tourette's, but I guess for some reason they thought it'd be funny. But have him shout out curse words and make it be funny. It's like, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, having Tourette's is not funny. And hence, this is one of the problems I have with the movie, because unfortunately, as much as the jokes they tried to do in this film, these characters are not developed enough at all. We simply don't care when they die or get killed or something bad happens to them. We don't care. Shane Black's script and Fred Decker's script doesn't give us enough meat on the bone for us to care about any of these guys. Yeah, some of the jokes are funny, and we get a laugh out of them. But to be honest, they tend to be out of place, and most of the jokes don't land at all. And I have another problem with this film. It's the story itself. Oh God, what were they thinking? And this is the problem I have when it's time for a series to end. Sometimes it's just best to let it die. I mean, come on now. The story with these two predators and why they keep coming back to Earth seems so way out of left field. It doesn't even fit the this species character or Emma whatsoever. I won't give away the reason why, but for people who've seen the film, I'm pretty sure it's like this is what y'all came up with. It couldn't come up. It seemed like they couldn't come up with anything better than this. Oh boy, this out of place storyline. It doesn't make any sense at all. And once again, we got the kid in danger cliche. Yes, we have Rory, which is Quinn's son, who has some type of autism. He learns the predator's language, and for some reason, we decide to put him in danger. But thank God, Jacob Tremblay's performance as Rory kind of saves that way. He's not annoying. He's pretty good, and actually kind of funny too. Some of his lines are funny than most of the actual jokes are supposed to be funny, especially when he tells Sterling K. Brown's character Taggart that his father's going to kick his ass, which I thought that was funnier than some of the other jokes. So at least at least the kid performances was strong enough to overcome the once again the child in danger cliche. But again, it doesn't make any sense. And once again, the performances of everyone in here it's kind of average at best. Uh, Mainly because again the script really doesn't do anything to allow these actors to do anything. Like I say, you got bad jokes that don't land anywhere. You got some lines that are funny, but they're okay. And like I said, nothing really grabs your attention here. And I don't even want to let's even talk about Boyd Harbrook, who plays Jake, who plays Quentin McKenna. He's stiff and he's so wooden in his performances that we actually do not believe that he's a so-called badass sniper that his ex-wife says that he is to one of the government agents. No, he's a badass, but he's just too stiff. We just don't believe that he's this badass soldier. Surprisingly, the best person I liked out of this movie was Olivia Munn. She actually was pretty good in this picture. She doesn't come off as eye candy because everyone thinks she's hot. She's an attractive woman, there's no doubt about that. But she actually does a pretty good job as a doctor that's in this picture right there. She holds her own in the action scenes, and I thought she was the best thing out of this whole picture. Speaking of action scenes and the two predators themselves, well, I've always loved the design of the Predator. I thought it was very nice how Stan Winston first created the Predator way back in '87, and I love the designs of this one. Unfortunately, it looks, I don't know what they were thinking about with this huge, larger Predator. To me, he looks like he looks like a walking version of the Cthulhu in the Relic. I mean, it's like you couldn't do anything but that. And again, the action scenes were pretty good. I'll give Shane Black credit. He knows how to direct some action scenes. But again, god damn it with this bad CGI crap. Come on, guys. Practical effects are better. And it's like, oh, God, what is with them? Again, we don't, and what made it so bad, we really don't get that much of the thermal vision we get from the Predator. It still made the first Predator great. We only get a little bit of that. And that looked terrible. It's like, what are you guys are doing? Come on. So, I understand why Hollywood does this, and I understand what 20th Century Fox are trying to do. They're trying to, once again, revitalize this once great franchise. I understand why they're going to do that. And I'm pretty sure this film probably makes some money, and it might allow them to make a sequel. But, with the bad script and the bad jokes, bad leading man, you had some nice action scenes. Like I said, I did like the action scenes. I do like the design of the first Predator. I thought the second Predator, he was okay, but, he looked like a Bethuga. It was like, oh, he could have done something a lot better than this. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not as bad as Alien vs. Predator Requiem. That was terrible. But this definitely would not be, I would definitely rank this last out of all the Predator films. So, the Horror Miser is going to open up its vault. And I'm going to give The Predator only 2 out of my 5 gold coins. Just only going to get 2 out of my 5 gold coins. Like I said, it's not a bad picture, but it's highly disappointing. I expected something a way lot better, especially from Shane Black. So, my horror fans, what do you think about The Predator? Do you think it revitalized the franchise and it's just as good as the original? Or you think it just fell flat on its face and it's just as bad as Predator versus Alien Rec Room? Leave your comments down in your comment section below and tell me what you thought about The Predator. So that's my review. That's my video for today, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up because it does help the channel out a lot. And once again, this is your first time here, please hit that subscriber button. Ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules. I'm out. Peace.